Jews, scam, rape, and IMAG dump.
Yeah, that was the Air National Guardsman that's being accused of leaking government documents online, and also we've learned that he is obsessed with starting a race war. But now we've also learned that he was caught mishandling classified materials multiple times before he was arrested last month. That's right. These revelations, they've emerged now as the government is fighting to keep the 21-year-old Jack Teixeira in detention pending his prosecution. And we know this per the Wall Street Journal. In 3 memos dated September 15th, October 27th, and February 3rd, Massachusetts Air National Guard commanders expressed concern about Airman Jack Teixeira's handling of classified information and told him to cease and desist on deep dives that weren't related to his job. Now, each of these instances involved Teixeira accessing classified information and also taking notes, even though it was not related to his work. Now, here is how the Air Force handled things after catching him for the first time in September. 1 month later, a master sergeant learned that Teixeira was potentially ignoring a cease and desist on deep dives after he asked specific questions during an October 20th intelligence briefing. The unit offered Teixeira additional training on how to handle classified information, but he declined any cross-training opportunity at this time, according to the memo. And if you're not familiar with what exactly Teixeira leaked, well, here's a very brief rundown of it. So some of the documents which US officials say are authentic, expose the extent of US eavesdropping on key allies, including South Korea, Israel, and Ukraine. Others reveal the degree to which the US has penetrated the Russian Ministry of Defense and the Russian mercenary organization Wagner Group, largely through intercepted communications and human sources, which could now be cut off or put in danger. And also, we had the good fortune to learn last week that chat logs from Teixeira's Discord really show that the man has quite the racist ideology and is quite dangerous. Yes, Teixeira used the term race war quite a few times, said a close friend who spent time with Teixeira in an online community on Discord. He did call himself racist multiple times, the friend said in an interview. I would say he was proud of it. But despite at least 3 of these red flags that his supervisors knew of and the obvious white nationalist type behavior on social media, well, Teixeira wasn't stopped. Rather, just they arrested him. And then in the aftermath, of course, that's when the Air Force took action. Watch this.
Based on our reporting here at CBS News, at least 2 of his immediate supervisors were suspended pending the outcome of this internal investigation. And I'm sure you remember that this intelligence wing had its mission removed for the time being. What these records show is that these internal security procedures did flag Teixeira, but a decision was made by his supervisors to let him stay in that position and retain the security clearance, which allowed him, according to prosecutors, to allegedly leak all of these documents online.
Yeah, so not only did they have notice, and they should have been on notice by way of all the public postings he had about his racist ways. Still, the government didn't do anything until in the aftermath. Cenk.
Because right-wingers are always treated with kid gloves, right? Like, oh my God, so I don't want to stop you. I mean, you sound like a super dangerous, unhinged guy who with access to national security secrets, but oh, I don't want to be accused of bias, okay? So look, progressives leak information from the US government, like Chelsea Manning, Edward Snowden. What do we find out? They have perfect receipts on exactly how your government is lying to you, and by the way, spying in on you. That is super helpful, that is classic whistleblower, and is meant to help all of the American people. And it does. We're armed with that knowledge of how our government is betraying us. Right-winger leaks to start a race war. And then what do you leak? So Chelsea Manning leaks the Apache helicopter video, and it shows how we shot at first responders, how we shot at reporters, and we were absolutely callous about their lives, and no one was punished for it. It shows how we lied about how many civilians we killed in Iraq. These are super important things. Edward Snowden's leak shows that our government is spying in on innocent Americans. Whether you're left wing or right wing, all that helps you, not that your government then winds up reversing any of those actions. Both Republican and Democratic politicians go, no, we're gonna keep doing all of those abuses even though those guys revealed it. So this guy, what did he reveal? He revealed our sources inside the Russian Ministry of Defense. What are you doing? That doesn't help Americans at all. And that definitely endangers lives. And that blows spies in the one place we need them most. How did that help anybody? Oh no, but I got the government, and soon we're gonna kill all the Jews, blacks, the Muslims, name them, right? Look, I want the right wing to be productive. And they can be. Conservatives and progressives can work together to achieve the right balance. But brothers and sisters, this ain't it.
This story is so wild from the military's perspective because it's basically like the elevator pitch would be like, yeah, we recruited this clearly unstable 4chan child, basically a child, protected him when he was clearly doing things he wasn't supposed to do. Oh, and our secrets got out. Oh my God, who could have predicted that? You know what I mean? I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy story, and I'm still shocked at like the more we learn by this story.
Unfortunately, the judge didn't see it as being such an innocent move by Teixeira, and they have opted to keep him housed in detention during his prosecution for the length of it, which is good. And one of the reasons that the judge cited was because he was concerned that maybe other countries would try to cuddle up to Teixeira while he is out on bail, especially knowing that he has data information accessible and also may have secrets that he has in his head. So he will be staying behind bars until his trial, which is a good thing.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. We really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.